Education means, or at the root of it means, an ability to discover the truth. Not truth as in decided by someone else, by a sect or by a religion or by a book or by an author or by a guru or by a teacher, all due respect to all of these institutions. But education means my ability to discover the truth, not truth as told to me, but as I perceive, see, observe. The way that our education systems is structured only gives us knowledge. It gives us knowledge as written by someone else, as taught by someone else, as perceived by someone else, and we are trained and conditioned to believe that all knowledge is an absolute truth. It may be, it may not be, it's just a belief. And beliefs are needed when we don't know the truth. For example, I'm standing out here and I can see the sky outside. I don't need a belief that that's the sky because that's actuality. I can see it. It's the truth. We lead our lives in beliefs because we are not educated enough. We are not educated to perceive or see the truth, and we have to rely on beliefs. Whereas beliefs are absolutely unnecessary wherever there is a clear perception of truth. And beliefs have no meaning if you see. I can believe that I'm 5 inches taller. What meaning does it have? What is the truth? Throughout this whole journey of what we call education and what we call learning is what we understand as knowledge, and we come to believe it to be true, and we lead our entire lives. This education is not education. It's training, it's conditioning. It's conditioning to lead a mechanical life, to belong to a certain structure of society. And that's all that there is. And most of these knowledges and beliefs lead us to conflict because we don't have a perception of clear truth. So there is one set of knowledge which says X, there's another set of knowledge says Y. Few of us will believe in Y, few of us will believe in X, and eventually come across as a conflict. Where is the perception of truth? The true education, as it meant at the root when the education system was conceived centuries ago, was to help a person develop an ability to see and discover the truth for himself. Truth as in the truth, not knowledge as what I say, not knowledge as what you say, not a belief as what traditions say, or not what the church or the temple says. What do I see? What do I discover the truth? And can we educate people? And can you educate yourself? Or if you have children, can you educate your children? Not in terms just of knowledge and books being handed over from generation to the next, but to be able to use that to actually see and discover for themselves the truth of things. Truth is a movement. It's always there. And wherever there is truth, there is actually no place for beliefs, is it? What does this mean? This really means to begin from a position or to have the humility to say to another person that I don't know the truth and neither do you, and now let's begin. And when we begin like that, which means we are discarding all of this knowledge and seeing for ourselves as to what is out there, what is actual, what is the truth. And that is true education. Unfortunately, what we do with our kids is send them to these mechanized institutions which have pre-decided what they will teach the child for the next 12 years. And if they have pre-decided for the next 12 years, that means that substance and knowledge already exists, and that whole education is based on an obsolete past tradition which may or may not even be relevant or even be true, and the child will have absolute zero perception of what the truth actually is. And that's not education. That's accumulation of knowledge to lead a mechanical life, go to work for the next 40 years, do the same job for 8 hours a day, and at the end of it wonder where is happiness. And the reason that wondering or that question pops into our minds is because we have no absolute sense of realization of what it actually is, because we never learned how to see the truth. Can I put this knowledge, beliefs, values aside? They have their place, and I'm not getting into that in the functional sphere, but can I put it aside, have a mind that is free so that I can actually perceive and see what is? And when I see it, there may no longer be any space left for beliefs, because beliefs are only needed where there is doubt. Otherwise, it has no place.